Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today was reported by Bleacher Report and also NBA Central and Mark Stein and a bunch of other NBA sources that the Pistons are eyeing a stretch big this offseason in free agency, looking to either add in Naz Reid or Miles Turner. There definitely could be other guys on the list, but Naz Reid and Miles Turner, the only two guys named on the list. Let's already mark out Miles Turner. I think that's very unlikely. Even like this, it was reported all the way back to like the Cavs or Bucks series before they were even close to the conference finals that the Pacers, or that Miles Turner was very interested in re-signing with the Pacers, and it was very likely that Turner would re-sign with the Pacers. They're about to potentially go to the NBA Finals if they win tonight, and they don't have the biggest choke in the conference finals since the 2015-16 season when the Thunder blew a 3-1 lead to the Warriors. If they go to the NBA Finals, I think Turner was very interested in going back to Indianapolis before going back to the conference finals again and potentially going to the NBA Finals. I think it's going to make him want to go to Indy, back to Indy even more. He's played his first 10 seasons in the league there. He's playing with a very promising point guard, Tyrese Halliburton. There's no reason to want to leave Indy right now. But Naz Reid, I think, is a more realistic option. You look at the Timberwolves in their situation right now; they've got to pay a lot of guys. They've got to pay Julius Randle, and they've got to, Minnesota's got to decide on who they want to pay off the bench more, Naz Reid or Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Which one do they let walk? Which one do they re-sign? Because it's very unlikely they can pay all three of those guys. So if Naz Reid leaves, I think the Pistons are a team that can definitely lure him away. Naz Reid this year had an unbelievable season, 14.2 points per game, 6 rebounds per game this year. He started in 3 more games this year than he did last year. He for a little bit of time, Minnesota had this, had these injuries. Julius Randle had his injuries, but then Gobert went down and Naz was starting more during that time. When Gobert and Randle were both injured at the same time, but he played 27 minutes per game, 14 and 6, a great 3-point shooter, shot 38% from 3 this year, 41% from 3 the year before, 37% 3-point shooter. In the postseason, he averaged 10 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, with almost 2 assists per game and 1 block per game, and 25 minutes per game in Minnesota's 15 playoff games. He came off the bench in all of those, of course. So Minnesota had the same starting lineup the entire postseason. But he'd be a great addition for the Pistons as they're looking to bring in a stretch 5. I think really one of the only things you look at is that what would happen in their starting lineup, because you've got Jalen Duren. You could with Naz, and the same thing with Miles Turner, with Naz Reid's ability of his 3-point shot. You've got the option of starting both Naz Reid and Duren, because Duren is, a true 5. He's a great rebounder, great shot blocker. Reid is a good shot blocker as well, but he's a good 3-point shooter to the point where you could play him at the 4 if you want to. I know I've seen Minnesota at times have Reid and Gobert on the same floor at times. It's not often, but it's happened. And so, but then there's other forwards on the team you look at, like there's Tobias Harris, there's Asar Thompson, possibly Malik Beasley could be re-signed. I don't think they re-signed Beasley. If not, this could be more of a Malik Beasley replacement. Obviously not position-wise, but if Naz Reid comes off the bench for this Pistons team, because they lose Malik Beasley, they're losing that 6-man guy that was, Malik Beasley was top in top voting this year, was 3rd place in 6th man of the year voting. They lose that guy. Well, Naz Reid is a 6th man of the year winner. He won 6th man of the year in the 2023-24 season. That's a good way of replacing that. Replacing a guy like Malik Beasley with a guy like Naz Reid, who's won that 6th man of the year award before. Let me know your thoughts on the potential signing in the comment section, and peace out.